Yes, my people. Wetin really they go on now? Wetin really they happen for Lagos State? Because I no understand wetin I dey hear like this. Listen, watch this analysis. May you hear wetin PDP Gandon, that guy wey use Funke Akindele to do running mate. Hear wetin they do for Lagos State. Just listen to wetin they do to Lagos State governor. This one now no be say na LP. Na Gandon na they run this one. Listen, watch the video. Make me share am. E be like say wetin dey happen to Papa now one begin happen to Pikin. But listen, watch the video. Make you for understand, get the full gist of how these things take interconnect each other. Watch the video, Michelle.
The same way Tinubu is facing disqualification for forgery of certificate and lying under oath in his INEC form, it's the same way his protege and governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, is facing disqualification for submitting a non-existent WAEC result to INEC. Sanwo-Olu's problem started when the PDP governorship candidate in Lagos, Gandon, made a search on WAEC's website to find out if his result, the result that Sanwo-Olu submitted to INEC, really exists. The search came back negative. This was around April when he wanted to submit his petition to the Lagos State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal. This made Gandon to suspect a foul play. He wondered what was going on. Did Sanwo-Olu submit a fake result to INEC? Why can't his result be found on INEC website? Perplexed by what was going on, Gandon went on to subpoena WAEC to come to court and explain what was going on, to bring the certified true copy of Sanwo-Olu's result. At this point, everyone was expecting WAEC to explain what happened, but they were surprised when the WAEC representative came to court barehanded and claimed that Sanwo-Olu's result now miraculously exists on their website. This is an interesting turn of events. What really happened? How come Sanwo-Olu's WAEC results now exist on WAEC's website? Who uploaded it? What is going on? Is someone making a cover-up? Anyway, the court wasn't satisfied with the presentation made by the WAEC representative, and in order to find out what really happened, in order to dig deeper, the court ordered WAEC to go and produce certified true copy of their back-end servers so that the court can determine the actual date it was uploaded and why and by who.
We're also challenging the sponsorship. There are other ones that they speak about the certificate issue, which were verified to say that he lied on it.
Yes, this is the right way to go because someone is making a cover-up for Sanwo-Olu. If his result wasn't in existence on WAEC servers around April and suddenly appeared, that means someone is making a cover-up, someone uploaded it to cover up for him. They should dig deeper to find out what really happened, even including going to the school where he sat for the exams in 1981. Why should people with questionable background and character always be at the helm of affairs in Nigeria? No one is a saint, but at least people who aim to lead others, people who aspire to be governors or presidents in the future, should always be people who have impeccable character, not people who have problems with the law or have gone to prison in the past. It should be people whose character are worthy of emulation. Why should the worst of us always be leading us? What happened to others that are better than them? Anyway, this isn't the only problems that Sanwo-Olu is facing at the Governorship Election Petition Tribunal in Lagos. A witness called by Badebo Rosevivor of the Labour Party accused Sanwo-Olu of voting during the governorship election in Lagos despite not having a PVC. The certified true copy of voters register from INEC that they tendered in court shows invalid written against Sanwo-Olu's name. So how come Sanwo-Olu was able to vote when the records show that he doesn't have a PVC? Even people who were issued temporary voters cards were denied from voting on election day. So how come Sanwo-Olu and his wife were able to vote without PVC? So definitely Sanwo-Olu has a lot of explanation to do here, including INEC. Now, let's see another problem that Sanwo-Olu is facing, which might lead to their disqualification. It's a joint ticket anyway. Another witness from the United States testified that his deputy, Hamzat, who is a citizen of the United States, that he swore an oath of allegiance to the United States, which is contrary to the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The constitution is against someone who willfully took up a nationality of another country. No one can decide where he will be born. It's completely out of his help. So if someone is born in another country and he ends up having the citizenship, there's no problem with the law. But if someone willfully applies and takes up the citizenship of another country, just like Tinubu did and Hamzat did in this case, then it is a ground for disqualification. The problem here is that Hamzat took up willfully by his own volition the United States citizenship. He should not be near any executive position in Nigeria. That's the law. Because one cannot determine his allegiance. Is it the country of his birth or the United States? If he was born in the United States, he can't help himself. It's a fact. The citizenship becomes automatic. But he himself willfully applied for the United States citizenship and was granted the same citizenship after swearing an oath of allegiance. So this is the problem here. He cannot be in an executive position in Nigeria, whether governorship, whether presidential, or even a local government chairman. He cannot be in an executive position because of the oath of allegiance he has sworn to another country. So it will be interesting to know how the tribunal judges at the Lagos State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal will decide all these cases of Sanwo and his deputy. Be rest assured that I will be bringing you updates in subsequent videos. Now, let's address what is going on IREV. Many people were surprised when they accessed the results and it was inaccessible, especially results in the FCT. In fact, it was totally blocked by INEC. You can't access them. Some people who were able to gain access noticed that the results have reduced. The P2B's results have reduced, and that of Tinubu has increased. Wonder shall never end. Simple and short, it is too late for INEC. Don't bother yourself, people. It is very, very late. In fact, it will seriously go against INEC if they are able to manipulate results. The results have been announced. They are all over the media. All Nigerian media houses have the results. INEC have published the results by themselves. They announced Abuja results, and none of the candidates made 25%. Remember that INEC have already submitted the CTCs of these results from IREV, and did they submit physical? So that is the problem they have. If whatever they are going to bring when they open their defense from 3rd of July is quite different from what is in the court, then there is a huge problem for them. It will not even affect Labour Party. Don't bother. It won't affect Labour Party. It will be a problem for INEC to submit something that is different from what they've already submitted to Labour Party or the court. So it will be a very huge problem for them. It will be very clear to the judges that these guys are manipulators, that they rigged the election. Because by law, they should not be tampering with whatever is on the IRF by now, because the law says that results must be uploaded at the polling unit. So the location makes it impossible to upload outside that time frame, outside the polling unit, outside the election day. So anything uploaded afterwards cannot be legal in the eyes of the law, because the law specifies that it must be uploaded at the polling unit after vote counting. So people shouldn't be bothered about what is happening. It can never affect Labour Party or PDP. It can only affect INEC themselves. We'll try and answer more questions in another video. Thanks for watching.
Evil, they say it thrives when good people keep quiet. Whether you like it or not, you face the consequences for the things you do and the things you fail to do. Likewise, you face the consequences for the things you said and the things you refuse to say. When they say silence is complicity, don't think those words are just there. Let me tell you something. This same Sanwo guy, likewise every other person that is being challenged, have run some public offices in the past. Nobody queried their qualification. It has always been the norm. In short, not having your certificate at this point in time shows that you've not been asked to provide it before. So, all this while, and this is not the only person. Look at Enugu State Governor, they are talking about NYSC certificate. Do you know that Kemi Adeosun, the former Minister of Finance, she stepped down, she resigned because of NYSC certificate? Now, so many of these people, they do these things because they know that nobody will actually question them. Look at someone, he has been governor now for 4 years plus. It means even the first time he came with the same record. But nobody stood up to challenge it. Nobody questioned. You know, I wonder how INEC actually verify people's qualification. I thought it was INEC's responsibility to check documents submitted by individuals, if they are real, if they are original, and to be sure, must it get to the court before these things? For example, you want to travel, you want to use a student this thing to travel, then they will ask you to go and bring WAEC scratch card for them to confirm to verify your WAEC certificate or your WAEC result. These are means to be sure that what you are bringing is original. But it happened that here, people are not being questioned. They are not, nobody is asking, nobody is complaining, nobody is challenging these things. And that's why more people will continue to come with forged certificates to run for public offices. Some will, and funny enough, some will get through with it and run and stay in that office for 4 years, 8 years, and nobody cares to know. Nobody cares.